Well, this is the start of my garlic farm video. First take. First, we shall see the humble beginnings of my little farm. Here we have about 30 pounds of seed that has been acquired from Richter's Nursery near Peterborough. Took about 2 hours to clean and get it ready for planting. So from here we need to have an adequate amount of area cultivated and prepared for the crop, and we'll go and have a look at that next. I just like my stairs, so that's why I'm keeping it going still. There's my extensive fields that I got cleared several years ago to make a runway for my paraglider, which hasn't been exactly successful so far, but nonetheless, I have almost 10 acres of land cleared, and I plan to cultivate as much as possible over the next few years. That's going to require some soil prep, some planting, sowing some cover crops, plowing them under. It was supposed to have been all plowed and prepared for this season, but the guys with the equipment have been too busy, so had to kind of do it as best I could with what I had, which is a box blade first piece of equipment I used. I extended the fingers down quite a bit and dragged it through the soil to break it up at least a bit, and then I proceeded to use the disc after that to break it up as best I could. It's not the best equipment for the job, but what are you going to do? This is the trail to my runway. Pretty soggy. Part of the reason I'm not flying right now. Can't take off in the mud. So the fields, this was a goat pasture for a few years, so the soil's not that bad. There's a bit of manure in, but I started off with the disc blade, as I showed you, and then I used the disc to break it up a bit more. Again, it's gotten pretty muddy, so I'm waiting for a few days of sunshine to get back at ripping up more soil. The 30 pounds of garlic that I've received so far will fill this area easily, with some area left if I can find more supply. But the it's not as good as what a regular farmer would be doing. So we'll see how it goes. Basically though, this is almost 3,000 square feet. The plan is to plant enough seed this year to, so if I plant, for example, 100 pounds, that should turn into 500 to 800 pounds by next year, and I'll have to expand the area of my planting area to be able to accommodate that much, because what I want to end up with for next year is about 2 acres of cultivated garlic. This soil is dug out from basically the corner of my property near the highway is a bit of a pond. So I assumed when I had an excavator here one day that if the Holland Marsh has got nice black soil, then so do I. it's a swamp basically, and I dug it up. This is, I'm not sure how many bucket loads, but this is the good rich black soil that came from the pile way over there. I'll get some drone video as well to give perspective on everything. So this, I need about maybe another 4 piles this size to to plant the garlic in directly. What'll happen is, once I've cultivated this a bit better, I'll take the backhoe and I'll dig a trench as wide as the bucket and about 6 inches deep, and the soil from here will be then put into that trench, and that's what the garlic will be planted in. So it doesn't really matter what this soil is like, as it'll be growing in the nice Holland Marsh soil mixed in with some manure, and hay will be fed on top of it then to for mulch, to hold the grass down, and to protect the garlic as it winters. So this is the soil that I dug up from the pond probably 4 years ago now. It's awfully wet here. Again, I hope it gets dry the next couple of days. And this soil is exactly what I'd hoped it to be. Nice, rich, dark soil. Ideal. So that's, couldn't ask for better. But I'll probably use up this entire pile just for the crop. But here's where it all came from. It's now another little pond, and I may have to expand my pond over further towards the highway in the next few years, just to have enough of this nice, rich, dark soil for my agricultural aspirations. There's my solarium. I'll do a video on that another time. But I have a pile of sand over here. Hey Skyler! Hey buddy! Another pile of sand over here. I'd originally got one tandem load of sand, and I was going to make a heat sink for solar heat for the greenhouse, but that's on a bit of a back burner right now. But I put a couple of bucket loads of sand into the Holland Marsh soil so that it doesn't become impacted, better drainage, better texture. And I'll add a little bit more of that as I dig out some more of the Holland Marsh stuff and bring it back out to the fields beyond the barn.